my co-director, Assistant Director Don Knight, and Student Director Indy Jones, we want to thank you for being here tonight and tell you that your support is so important in what we do. So thank you. I also want to let you know that there is going to be a 10-minute intermission this afternoon for our show at the end of Act 3. So we'll take 10 minutes, we're going to stretch our legs, get comfortable again, and then we'll finish the show. All right? So without further ado, let's begin.
Is Horatio there?
A piece of him.
Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, good Marcellus.
What, has this thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fantasy, and won't let belief take hold of him, touching this dreaded sight. Twice seen of us, that if again this apparition come, he may approve our eyes and speak to it.
Well, sit we down and let us hear Bernardo speak of this.
Last night of all, when yon same star that's westward of the pole had made his course to illume the part of heaven where now it burns, Marcellus and myself, the bell then being one.
Oh! In the same figure! Like the king that's dead!
Thou art a scholar, speak to it, Horatio!
Looks if not like a king? Mark it, Horatio!
What art thou that usurpest this town's knight, together with that fair and warlike form by which the buried majesty of France is sometimes marched? By heaven I charge thee, speak!
It is offended.
See, it stalks away.
Speak! Speak! By heaven I charge thee, speak!
Shall I strike at it?
Do it if it won't stand.
'Tis here.
'Tis gone. We do it wrong, being so majestical, for it is as the air invulnerable, and our vein blows malicious mockery.
It was about to speak when the cock crew.
Yes, and then it started like a guilty thing upon a fearful summons. So I've heard, and in part do believe it. But look, the morn, in russet mantle clad, walks o'er the dew of yon high eastward hill. Break rare watch up, and let us impart we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet. For on my mother's life, this spirit, dumb to us, will surely speak to him.
Let's do it, I pray, and this morning knows where we shall find him most conveniently.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that it us befitted to bear our hearts and grief, and that our whole kingdom did be contracted in one brow of woe, together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress to this warlike state, with an auspicious and a dropping eye, with mirth and funeral and dirge and marriage, taken to wife. For all our thanks.
In that and all things will we show our duty.
And now, Laertes, what's the news with you? What is it, Laertes? You cannot speak of reason to the king. And loose your voice. What wouldst thou beg, Laertes? Thou would not be thy giving, not thy asking.
My dread lord, your leave and favor to return to Denmark, from whence so willingly I came to France, show my duty near coronation.
To have you your father's leave. What says Polonius?
She hath, my lord. I do beseech you, give her leave to go.
Take thy fair hour, Laertes, and at thy best graces spend it at thy will. And now, cousin Hamlet, my son.
A little more than kin and less than kind.
Good Hamlet, cast thy knighted color off. Do not forever with thy veiled lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou knowest 'tis common, all that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
Aye, madam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam. Nay, it is. I know not seems. 'Tis not alone my inky cloak, good mother, nor customary suits of solemn black, nor with a windy suspiration of forced breath, the fruitful river in the eye, the dejected havior in the visage, together with all forms, moods, shapes of grief, that get to know to me truly. But I have that within which passes show. These but the trappings and the suits of war.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet. I pray thee, stay with us. Go not to Wittenberg.
Aye, madam, I shall in all my best obey you.
Why? 'Tis a loving and a fair reply. Be as ourself in France. Come, madam, this gentle and uncourse forward at Hamlet. Sit smiling to my heart. Come away.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world. 'Tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. Things rank and gross in nature possess it merely. But 2 months dead. Nay, not so much, not 2. So excellent to king, and so loving to my mother, that he might not be teemed the winds of heaven, visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth. Must I remember? Why, she would hang on him. And yet, within a month, let me not think on it. Frailty! Thy name is woman. Oh God, a beast that wants discourse of reason would have mourned longer. Married with my uncle? My father's brother? But no more like my father than I am to Hercules. Within a month, she's married. The most wicked speed. To post with such dexterity to incestuous sheets. But break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
Horatio! I'm glad to see thee well, or I can forget myself.
The same, my lord, and your poor servant ever.
Sir, I'll change that name with you. What make it from Wittenberg, Horatio? And Marcellus?
My good lord.
Oh, I'm glad you're well. But yes, what make it from Wittenberg?
True in disposition, good my lord.
I would not hear your enemy say so. I know you were no truant. What is your affair here in Paris?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
I pray you do not mock me, fellow student. I think it was to see my mother's wedding.
Indeed, my lord, and follow hard upon.
Thrift, Horatio. The funeral big meats did coldly furnish forth the marriage tables. My father. Methinks I see my father.
Where, my lord?
In my eye, Horatio.
My lord, methinks I saw him yesterday.
Saw who?
The king, your father.
For God's love, let me hear.
Very well. 2 nights together had these gentlemen on their watch been thus encountered. In dead vast in middle of the night, a figure like your father comes. These hands are not more light.
Where was this?
My lord, upon
we watched.
Did you not speak to it?
My lord, I did. But once me thought it would say something, it shrunk in haste away.
It is very strange.
Indeed, but I thought it'd written our duties to at least let you know of it.
Indeed, sirs. But this troubles me. Won't you watch tonight?
We do, my lord.
Armed, say you? Then saw you not his face.
Yes, he had a countenance more in sorrow than anger.
What? Looked he frowningly? I will watch tonight. Perchance to walk again.
I warrant you will.
If it assume my noble father's person, I'll speak to it, though hell itself should gape and bid me hold my peace. I pray you all, if you have hitherto concealed this sight, let it be tenable in your silence still. So, very well. Upon the platform, twixt 11 and 12, I'll visit you. My loves to you. My father's spirit. In arms? All is not well. I doubt some foul play. Will the night were come, till then sit still. My soul. Foul deeds will rise. Oh. All earth, o'erwhelm them. Two men's eyes.
My necessities are embarked. Farewell. And sister, let me hear from you. Do you doubt that? For Hamlet and the trifling of his favor? Hold it to fashion and a toy of blood. No more.
No more but so.
Think it, no more. Perhaps he loves you now with his greatness. Wade, his will is not his own, for he himself is subject to his birth. He may not, as unvalued persons do, carve for himself, for on his choice depends the safety and health of this whole estate. Then, if he says he loves you, if with too credit ear you list his songs, or lose your heart, or chase treasure open on his unmastered importunity. Fear it, Ophelia. Fear it, my dear sister. And keep yourself in the rear of your affection, out of the shot and danger of desire. Best safety lies in fear. Youth to itself rebels, though none else near.
I shall the effect of this good lesson keep as watchman to my heart.
But good, my sister, do not,
As some ungracious pastors do, show me the steep and thorny way to heaven whiles, like a puffed and reckless libertine, herself the primrose path of dalliance treads.
fear me not, and stay too long.
Yet here they are teased.
Here my father comes. Double blessing is a double grace. Occasion smiles upon a second leave.
Aboard, for shame. The wind sits in the shoulder of your sail. And there, my blessing with thee, to thine own self be true. And then it must follow, as night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man.
Most humbly do I take my leave
key to it. Farewell.
What is it, Ophelia, he hath said to you?
So please you, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Mary, well bethought. 'Tis told me he hath very oft of late given private time to you. What is between you? Give me up the truth.
He hath, my lord of late, made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affection! You speak like a green girl. Do you believe his tenders?
I do not know, my lord. What, I should think.
Mary, I will teach you. Think yourself a baby that you obtain these tenders for true pay. Tender yourself more dearly, or you'll tender me a fool.
He hath importuned his love in honorable fashion, my lord, and hath given countenance to his speech with almost all the holy vows of heaven.
From this time, be somewhat scanter of your maiden presence. For Lord Hamlet, do not believe his vows, for they are brokers, mere implorators of unholy suits, the better to beguile. This is for all. I would not have you give words or talk with the Lord Hamlet.
I shall obey, my lord.
The air, it might truly, is very cold.
Yes, it is very nipping and eager air.
What hour?
I think it lacks 12.
No, it is struck.
Ah, perchance I read it wrong. Well, now is the hour where the spirit held his wont to walk.
The king doth wait tonight. He takes his ruse. The kettle drum and trumpet does cry out to the triumph of his pledge.
Is it a custom?
Aye, marry, it is. But to my mind, though, and to the man of born, it is a custom more honored in the breach than the observance. This heavy-headed rebel east and west makes us traduced and taxed of other nations.
Look, my lord, it comes.
Angels and ministers of grace, defend us! Be thou a spirit of health, or goblin damned, be thy intents wicked or charitable, thou comest to such a questionable shape that I'll speak to thee. I'll call thee Hamlet, King, Father. Answer me. Say wherefore. What should we do?
My lord, I think it beckons you to go away with it.
But do not go with it.
No, by no means.
When I'll speak, then I'll follow it.
My lord, what if it tips you toward the flood, or the dreadful summit of the cliff?
It waves me forth still. I'll follow it.
Be ruled, you shall not
But
go.
hold up your hands. My fate! It cries out. Gentlemen, by heaven, I'll make a ghost of him that lets me. I say, away! Hold.
Something is wrong in the state of Paris.
Where wilt thou lead me? Speak. I'll go no further.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour is almost come, when I too sulphurous and tormenting flames must render up myself.
Alas, poor ghost.
Pity me not, but lend thy serious hearing to what I shall unfold. Speak.
I'm bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear?
What?
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in flames until the foul crimes done in my days are burnt and purged away. If thou didst ever thy dear father love,
Oh God.
revenge his foul and most unnatural murder. Murder most foul, as in the best it is. But this most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Hates me to know it, that I, with wings as swift as meditation, with the thoughts of love, may sweep to my revenge.
Now, Hamlet, listen. 'Tis given out that, while sleeping within my orchard, a serpent did sting, so that the whole Ile of France is but the forged process of my death rankly abused. But know, thou noble youth, the one that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
Prophetic soul! My uncle?
Aye, that incestuous, that adulterate beast, with witchcraft of his wit, with treacherous gifts, won the heart of my most seeming virtuous queen. Oh, Hamlet, what a falling off was there from me, whose love was of that vow that it went hand in hand even with the vow I made to her in marriage. Sleeping within my orchard, my custom always of the afternoon, upon thy secure hour thy uncle stole, with most loath elixir, within the porches of my ear did pour the leprous distillment. Do not let the bed of Paris be a couch for luxury and damned incest. Taint not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught. Instead, leave her to those thorns that within her bosom lodge, to prick and sting. Adieu, Hamlet. Remember me.
Hold my heart. I, thou poor ghost, remember thee. Thy commandment all alone shall live within the book and volume of my brain. And the villain, smiling, damned villain. As I'm sure it may be so in France. Now it is to my word. It is adieu. Adieu. Remember me. I've sworn.
My lord!
My lord!
Lord Hamlet!
Heaven secure him!
So be it!
Oh, my lord!
How is my noble lord?
Oh, what news, my lord?
Now, you reveal it.
What, my lord?
Why? Right. You are in the right. And so, I find it fit that we shake hands and part ways. Look you, I'll go pray.
These were whirling words, my lord.
I'm sorry they offend you. Heartily, yes. Think heartily.
There's no offense, my lord.
Yes, but there is, Horatio, and much offense too. Touching this vision here, it is an honest ghost, and that, let me tell you, good friends, give me one poor request.
What is it, my lord? We will.
Never make known what you have seen tonight. Nay, but swear it.
Swear.
Upon my sword.
face, my lord, not eyes.
Swear! Swear! Once more move, good friends. Swear!
Oh, day and night, this is wondrous strange.
Yes, and as a stranger, give it welcome, Horatio. There are more things that are dreamt of in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. So, Grace and Murchie, at your most, need help you. Swear! Swear! Rest! Rest, perturbed spirit. They swear so. Gentlemen, with all my love, I do commend me to you. And that, let us go in together. Still your fingers on your lips. I do pray. For the time is out of joint. Cursed by it. That ever I was born to set it right.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Moreover, that we much did long to see you, the need we have to use you did provoke our hasty sending. Something, have you heard of Hamlet's transformation? Gather whether aught to us unknown afflicts him thus.
Good gentlemen, he hath much talked of you, and sure I am two men that are not living to whom he more adheres. Your visitation shall receive such thanks as fits a king's remembrance.
We both obey, and here in the pulpit, provide our services freely at your feet, to be commanded.
Thanks, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern, and I beseech you instantly to visit my much-to-changed son. Go, some of you, and bring these men where Hamlet is.
Heavens make our presence and our practices pleasant and helpful to him.
Aye. Amen.
Thou still hast been the father of good news?
Have I, my lord? And I assure my good liege, I hold my duty. I do think I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Do speak of that. That I do long to hear. He tells me, my dear Gertrude, that he hath found the head and source of all your son's distempers.
I doubt it is no other but the maid. His father's death and our overly hasty marriage.
Well, we shall sift him.
My liege and madam, since brevity is the soul of wit, I will be brief. Thy noble son is mad. Mad call I it for. To define true madness, what is it but to be nothing else but mad?
More matter with less art.
Madam, I swear I use no art at all. That he is mad, 'tis true. I have a daughter, who, in her duty and obedience, mark, hath given me this. Now gather and surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautiful at Ophelia. And thus, in her excellent white bosom.
Came this from Hamlet to her.
Good madam, stay a while. I will be faithful. Doubt thou the stars are fire. Doubt the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be a liar. But never doubt I love. This, in obedience, hath my daughter shown me, and more above hath his solicitings, as they fell out, by means, by time and place, all given to mine ear.
But how hath she received his love?
What do you think of me?
as of a man faithful and honorable.
I went round to work, and thus my young mistress I did bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince out of thy star. This must not be. And then precepts gave her I that she should lock herself from his resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens. And he repulsed, fell into the madness wherein now he raves, and all we mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
It may be very likely.
You know, sometimes he walks 4 hours together here in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I'll loose my daughter to him. And be you and I behind an arras then. Mark the encounter. If he loves her not, and be not fallen from his reason thereon.
We will try it.
But look, sadly, the poor wretch comes reading.
Oh, give me leave. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
God of mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not as your daughter may conceive. Friend, look to it.
Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
What is it you read here, my lord?
Words! Words! Words!
My honorable lord, most humbly do I take my leave of you.
You cannot, sir, take from me what I would be more willing to part with all. Accept my life, accept my life, accept my life.
Fare you well, my lord.
Tedious old fools.
Go to seek the Lord Hamlet. There he is.
God save you, sir.
My honored lord.
My most dear lord.
My excellent friends, Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, how do you both? How dost thou?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we're not over happy. On Fortune's cap, we're not the very button.
Nor the soles of her shoe.
Neither, my lord.
Then you live about her waist, in the middle of her favors,
Faith, her private suite.
in the secret parts of her fortune. That's most true. She is a strumpet. What's the news?
None, my lord, but that the world's grown honest.
And it's doomsday here. But your news is not true. Let me question more particularly. What have you, my good friends, deserved at the hands of the queen? She sends you to prison hither.
Prison, my lord.
Aye, France is a prison.
Then is the world one.
A goodly one, in which there are many confines, wards, and dungeons. Paris being one of the worst.
Why then your ambition makes it one. 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
God, I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space. Were it not that I have bad dreams.
Which, indeed, dreams are ambition, for the very substance of the ambitious is merely the shadow of a dream.
The dream itself is but a shadow.
Truly. And I hold ambition of so airy and light a quality that it is but a shadow shed.
No such matter. What made you in Paris?
To visit you, my lord, no other occasion.
Oh, beggar that I am even poor in thanks. Yes, dear friends, my thanks are a 2 dear halfpenny. Were you not sent for? Is it your own inclining? Is it a free visitation? Come, deal justly with me. Come, nay, speak.
What should we say, my lord?
Why? Anything. But to the purpose. You were sent for. And there is a kind of confession in your looks in which your modesty is not craft enough to color. I know the good king and queen you sent for.
To what end, my lord?
Well, that you must teach me. But let me conjure you. By the rights of our fellowship, be even and direct. Whether you were sent for or no.
But what say you?
Nay! I have If you love me, hold not off.
My lord, we were sent for.
I will tell you why. I have of late, wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercises, and yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me, nor woman neither. But to your smiling, you seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
Why did you laugh then, when I said man delights not me?
I think, my lord, that if man delights you not, what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you. We coted them on the way, and hither they are coming to offer you service.
He that plays the king shall be welcome. What players are they?
Even those you were wont to take delight in, the tragedians of the city.
Do they hold the same estimation that I did when I was in the city? Are they so fallen?
No, indeed they are not.
How comes it? Are they grow rusty?
Oh, there's been much throwing about of brains. They're the players.
Gentlemen, your hands, come then. The impertinence of welcome is fashion in certain. You are welcome, but my uncle father and aunt mother are deceived.
In what, my dear boy?
I am but a mad. North-northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a handsaw.
Will be with you, gentlemen.
Aren't you Gildersleeve? And you too. And each ear I hear. That great baby you see over there is not out of its swaddling clouds.
Hopwood was the second time confident, for they say an old man is twice a child.
The best actors in the world, either for comedy, tragedy, history, pastoral, pastoral comical, historical pastoral, tragical, comical, historical, pastoral, scene indivisible, oh, poem unlimited.
Welcome, masters. Welcome all. Welcome, masters. To my lord, you see the players well bestowed. Do you hear? Let them be well used, for they are the brief and abstract chronicles of the time. After your death, you better have a bad epitaph and your ill reports while you live.
My lord, I will use them according to their deserts. Come, sirs.
Also, hear me? You could play the murder of Gonzaga, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Excellent. You could for a need study a speech of some 12 or 16 lines, which I could insert into it, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
Very well. Follow that lord and look you mock him not. I leave you till tonight, friends.
Good, my lord.
Aye, God be with you. Now, I'm alone. What a rogue, peasant slave am I? Am I a coward? What an ass am I? This is most brave that the son of a dear father, murdered, prompted to my revenge like heaven and hell, must like a whore unpack my heart with words and fall a cursing like a very drab. A scullion! I have heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have by the very cunning of the scene been so struck to the soul that they have proclaimed their malfactions. For murder, though it have no tongue, it will speak with most moralityless organ. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father for mine alone. I'll observe his looks, I'll tempt him to the quick. If he but blench, I know my course. The spirit that I have seen tonight may be the devil, and the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape. The play is the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
why he puts on this confusion, grating so harshly all his days of quiet with turbulent and dangerous lunacy.
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means say.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof when we bring him on to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
Did you essay him to any pastime?
Madam, it so fell out that certain players we all wrought on the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. And as I think they have already ordered this night to play before him.
'Tis most true, and he beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and it doth much content me to hear him so incline. Good gentlemen, give him a further edge, and drive his purpose on to these delights.
We will, my lord.
Good Gertrude, leave us two. We may of their encounter frankly judge.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope your virtues will bring him to his wonted way again, to both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here. Read on this book. I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be? That is the question whether 'tis nobler to mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of trouble, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, no more. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. Where there's a respect of calamity of so long life, for who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, that patience spurns, and merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself quiet to speak with a bare body. But soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph and I something on my sins remember.
Good, my lord. How does your honor spend your day?
I humbly thank you. Well, well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I long to redeliver. I pray you, now receive them.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse. Your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
I did love you once.
Indeed, you made me believe so.
You should have not believed me. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to none! Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? I am very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. We are here to knaves, all. Believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Then let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house.
Oh, help him, you sweet heavens!
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plate for thy dowry! Be thou as fixed as ice, as pure as snow, thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to now. Or, if thou wilt needs marry, why marry a fool? For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery. Go!
Oh, heavenly powers, restore him!
I have heard of all your paintings. Well enough. God, he gives you one face. And yet, you make another. You jig, amble, and you lisp, and you nickname God's creatures, and make your wantonness your ignorance. To a nunnery. Move!
What a noble mind is here! Overthrown! The observed of all observers, quite down. And I, of ladies most deject and wretched, that suck the honey of his music vows, now see that noble and most sovereign reason. Like sweet bells that jangle, out of tune and heart out. Oh, it's me. To have seen what I see. See what I see.
Love, his affections do not that way tend, nor what he spake, though it lacked fooling, was not like madness. There's something in his soul, o'er which his melancholy sits on brood. He shall to England. What think you on it?
Will do well, but yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief sprung from neglected love. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said. We heard it all.
It shall be so. Madness in great ones must not unwashed go.
King hear this piece of work?
And the Queen too, and that presently.
Did the players make haste?
We will.
Will you two help taste them?
We will,
my
my
lord.
lord.
What? Oh, Horatio!
Here's sweet lord after service.
Oh, Horatio, thou art man, as ever my conversation is coped withal. Nay, do not think I flatter. Give me that man that is not passion slave, and I will wear him in my heart. Aye, in my heart of heart, as I do thee. There is a play tonight. One scene of it comes near the circumstance in which I have told thee of my father's death. I prithee, when thou seest that act afoot, even with thy very comment of thy soul, observe mine uncle, and together we will join in censure of his seeming.
Farewell.
They're coming to the play. I must be idle. Get you a place.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
excellent in faith, of the chameleon's dish, I eat the air promised crammed, and you cannot eat a cake with so.
Hamlet, I have nothing with this answer. These words are not mine.
No, nor mine now. My good lord, you once played in the university, you say?
That did I, my lord.
What did you enact?
I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed in the Capitol. Brutus killed me.
It was a brute pardon to kill so capital a calf there. Be the players ready?
Aye, my lord, then stay upon your patience.
Come hither, my dear Hamlet, sit by me.
No, we won't. Here's metal, more try.
But oh, do you mark that?
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean my head upon your lap.
Aye, my lord.
Did you think I meant country matters?
I think nothing, my lord.
That's a fair thought, to lie between maids' legs.
What is, my lord?
Nothing.
You are married, my lord.
What should a man do but be merry? Or look you now, how cheerfully my mother looks, and my father died within these 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
So long ago? I died 2 months ago, and not forgotten. Then there's hope a great man's memory may outlive his life. Half a year.
What means this, my lord?
It is Mitching Maleko. It means mischief.
We like this show that courts the argument of the play.
The players cannot keep counsel. They'll tell him.
Will he tell us what this show meant?
Aye, already show that you'll be ashamed to show him. Be not you ashamed to show? He'll not ashamed to show you what it means.
You are not, you are not. I'll mark the play.
For us, and for our tragedy, here, stooping to your majesty, we beg your hearing patiently.
God, is this the prologue or the poetry of a ring?
'Tis brief, my lord.
As woman's love.
Since love our hearts and hymen did our hands unite in mutual and most sacred bonds.
So many journeys may the sun and moon make us again count our love be done. But woe is me, you are so sick of late, and so far from your former state that I distrust you. Yet though I discomfort you, my lord, it is nothing must. Where love is great, the littlest of doubts are fear, and where little fear grows great, great love grows there.
Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. My operant powers their functions leave to do. And thou shalt live in this fair world behind, honored, beloved, and happy for one as husband shalt thou.
Oh, confound the rest! Such love needs be treason in my breast. In second husband let me be accursed. None who wed the second, but who killed the first. The incidences that second marriage brings are base respects of thrift, but none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead, when second husband kisses me in bed.
I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determine oft we break. Purpose is but the slave to memory of violent birth, but for validity. Our thoughts are ours, their ends none their own. So think that thought that shall no second husband wed, but to die thy thoughts when thy first lord is dead.
Each opposite that flakes the face of joy, meet what I would have well, and it destroy. Both here and hence pursue me lasting strife. If once a widow, I ever be one.
'Tis deeply sworn. Love, leave me here a while. My spirits grow dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with sleep.
Sleep rock thy brain, and never mischance come between us twain.
Hi, madam. I like you to play.
The lady protests too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
Have you heard the argument? Is there no offense in it?
They do ingest poison. Ingest. No offense much in the world. The play? It is called The Mousetrap. Mary? How? Tropically. Before that, this one is Lucianus, nephew to the king.
You are as good as a chorus, my lord.
It cost you a groaning to take off my edge.
You are keen, you are keen.
Thou mixture rank of midnight weeds collected, with the Kate's magic thrice blasted, thrice infected. Thy natural magic in dire property, unwholesome life usurp immediately, pours the poison into the sleeper's ears.
He poisons him in the garden for his estate. The story, his extent, and rich in choice, Italian.
The king rises.
What? Faulted with false fire!
All fares, my lord.
Away! Give over this play! Give me some light! All light! Light!
Is perceived.
Very well.
Upon the talk of the poisoning?
I did well note it.
Yes! Come, some music. For the king like not the comedy? Why? Then he like it purdy.
Of course.
Come, some music.
My lord, vouchsafe me a word with you.
Sir, a whole history.
The king, sir,
What of?
is in his retirement marvelous distempered.
With drink, sir.
No, my lord, rather with choler.
Your wisdom should signify this more richer to his doctor.
Good my lord, put your discourse into some frame and start not so wildly from my affair.
I am tame. Pronouns.
The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of the spirit, hath sent me to you.
You're welcome.
Nay, good my lord, this courtesy is not of the right breed. If it shall please you to make me a wholesome answer, I shall do your mother's commandment. If not, my return and your pardon shall be the end of my business.
She desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed.
We shall obey. Were she 10 times our mother. Have you any further trade with us?
My lord, you once did love me.
Aye. While the grass grows, the proverb is something must. Other course! Let me see one.
Oh, my lord, my duty be too bold.
I do not well understand that. Will you play upon this pipe?
I cannot, my lord.
I do beseech you.
I know no touch of it, my lord.
What? 'Tis as easy as lying. Govern these vendages and lingers with your thumb. Give it breath with your mouth, and it will discourse most eloquent music. Look you, use the stops.
I know no touch of it, my lord. I have not the skill.
Why, how unworthy thing you make of me. You would play upon me, you would sound me from the lowest note to the top of my compass. You think I'm easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me whatever instrument you may. Though you can fret me, you cannot lay upon me. God bless you, sir.
My lord, the queen will speak with you, and that presently.
I will come to her by and by. They fool me to the top of my bent. I will come by and by.
I will say so.
By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. Now is the very witching time of night, when churchyards will yawn and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. But soft to my mother. Let not ever the soul of Nero enter this firm bosom. Let Let me be cruel, but not unnatural. Let me speak daggers, but to use none. How in my words soever she be shent, to give them seals, never. My soul, consent.
I like him not. Therefore prepare you. And your commission will forthwith dispatch, and he shall along to England with you.
We will ourselves provide. Most holy and religious spirit is to keep those many, many bodies safe that feed and live upon your majesty.
The Lord, he's going to his mother. Behind the arras, I'll convey myself to hear the process, and warrant she'll tax him home. I'll call upon you ere you go to bed and tell you what I know.
Thanks, dear my lord. My offense is rank. It smells to heaven. It hath the primal eldest curse upon it. A brother's murder. Yo, pray, can I not? Though inclination be as strong as will, my stronger guilt defeats my strong intent. And like a man to double business bound, I stand in pause where I shall first boast begin, and both neglect. But what if this hand were thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there not rain enough in the heavens to wash it white as snow? And what's in prayer but this twofold force? To be forestalled ere we come to fall, or pardon being down? Then I'll look up. My fault is past. What form of prayer can serve my turn? Forgive me my foul murder. That will never be, because I am still possessed of those effects for which I did the murder. My crown, mine own ambition, and my queen. May one be pardoned, retain the offense. Was black as death, oh limed soul, and struggling to be free, I'm more engaged. Help, angels! Make us say, all may be well.
Now might I do it? Now he's praying. And so I'll do it. And so he goes to heaven? And so am I revenged? That would be scanned. A villain kills my father. And I, that same villain, do send to heaven. Oh! Up! Sword! And know thou more horrid hent. For when he is drunk, asleep, in his rage, or in that incestuous pleasure of his bed, then I'll trip him. And that his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul may be as damned and black as hell whereto it goes. My mother stays. This sickly, prolongs thy days.
My words fly up, and my thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts never to heaven go.
him straight. Tell him that your grace hath screened and stood between much heat and him. I'll sconce me even here. Pray you, be round with him.
Mother! Mother!
I'll warrant you. Fear me not. Withdraw, I hear him coming.
Mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, come, you answer me with an idle tongue.
Go, go, you question with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What? What's the matter?
You forgot me.
You are the queen. Your husband's brother's wife. And, would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those to you that can speak.
Well, come. Come and sit you down. Shall not budge. Go not till I set you up a glass where you see the inmost part of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me. Help! Help! Help!
Help! Help! Help! What? Help! Oh, bastard! Dead for a donkey! Dead!
Oh me, what hast thou done?
What? I know not. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed this is.
A rash and bloody deed. Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and narrate brother!
As kill a king!
Aye, lady! 'Twas my word. Thou wretched, rash, and intruding fool. I took thee for thy better.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue in noise so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty.
I mean, what acts that roar so loud and thunders in the index?
Look you. And on this, the counted imprisonment of 2 brothers. This was your husband. Blasted his brother, like a mildew here. What follows? Have you eyes? Have you eyes? You cannot call it love. Shame. Where is thy blush?
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnest mine eyes into my very soul. There I see such black and gray spots as will not leave their taint.
A murderer and a villain. A vice of kings!
No more!
A king of stripes and patches. Save me! Follow me with your wings, you heavenly guards. Open your gracious figure.
Alas, he is mad.
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whet thy almost blunted purpose. Speak to her, Hamlet.
Our lady, how is it with you?
Alas, how is it with you? That you do bend your eye on vacancy? And with the incorporeal air do you hold discourse? Oh, gentle son, whereon do you look?
Do you see nothing here?
Nothing at all yet, all it is I see.
Or did you hear nothing?
No, nothing but ourselves.
I look. There he goes. King, as once you lived in his habit. There he goes, back out of the portal.
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Throw away the worst part of it, and live with your pure half. Good night, mother. But go not to mine uncle's bed. Assume a virtue, if you have it not. For the same Lord, I do repent it. And heaven hath pleased it so, to punish me, and me with this, that I have to be their scourge and minister. Good night, mother. One more word.
What shall I do?
I must to England now. You know that?
Black, I had forgot. 'Tis so concluded on.
There's letters sealed there. And my 2 schoolfellows, whom I trust, as well adders fang. They bear the mandate. Sweep my way and marshal me to knavery. Come, sir. The draw toward an end with you. Good night, Mother.
Hamlet's just the best in general.
This is it.
We only really have the full figures to go out beforehand.
It's coming back. You need to stretch it. Stand up.
Yeah.
I thought you had heard we were coming to dance and show. Just wouldn't have known which one.
Well, now the fact that it could have been the director or the light band, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Very handsome. Oh my God.
kids were watching, I was like, this is, he did not have lunches.
I give off such more of that he's coming.
Speak with her. She's importunate, indeed distract. Her mood will need to be pitied.
What would you have?
She has spoken of her father these last several months since he's been slain, and hems and beats her heart. Her speech means nothing. Yet the unshaped use of it doth move the ears to collection, would make one think there might be thought, yet much unhappily.
Yes, 'twere good she were spoken with, for she may spew dangerous conjectures upon ill-breeding minds.
Let her come in.
Very well.
To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each toy seems prologue to some great amiss. So full of artless jealousy is guilt, it spills itself in fearing to be spilt.
Where is the beauteous majesty of fair?
How now, Ophelia?
Oh, should I, oh true love, by his cockle hat and staff, and his sandal shoe.
Alas, sweet lady, what imports this song?
See you? May I pray you? Mark! He is dead and gone, lady, he is dead and gone. At his head a presbyter, at his heels a stone.
Nay, but Ophelia.
Free your heart! White and shroud as the black snow.
Alas, look here, my lord.
How do you, pretty lady?
They say the owl was a faithless daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but know not what we may be. Come at your table!
Concede upon her father.
Pray you! Let's have no words of this. But when they ask you what it means, say you this. Tomorrow is St.
has she been thus?
I hope all will be well. We must be patient. But I can't help but weep. He should lay him in the ground. On ground. My sister shall know him. Oh, I'm sorry, thank you for your good counsel. Thank you. Good night, ladies. Oh, come, my coat. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night, good night, good night.
Follow her close. Set some watch upon her, I pray you.
Very well.
This is the poison of deep grief. It springs all from her father's death and Hamlet's folly. Gertrude, when sorrows come, they come not single spies, but in battalions. First her father slain, next her son gone. Poor Ophelia divided from herself and her fair judgment.
Alack, what noise is this?
Where are my Switzers? Let them guard the door. What is the matter?
Save yourself, my lord. The rabble color, lord. Choose we, Laertes' queen. Caps and hands and tongues applauded to the clouds. Laertes' queen. Laertes shall be
How
queen.
cheerfully on the false trail they cry. Oh, this is counter, you false dogs.
Doors are broke.
Where is this king? I, sir, stand you all without. I thank you. Now, vile king, give me my father.
Calmly, good Laertes.
Now that drop of blood that's gone, proclaims me bastard. Christ cuckold to my father, bred to harlot, even here, between the chaste, unsmirched brow of my true mother.
What is the cause, Laertes? That thy rebellion looks so giant-like. Let her go, Gertrude. Do not fear a person. Tell me, Laertes, why thou art thus incensed. Let her go, Gertrude. Speak, lady.
Where is my father?
Dead.
But not by him.
Let her mend her film.
How came you dead? I'll not be juggled with. To hell, allegiance! To this point, I stand. That both of the worlds I give to negligence. Let come what comes, I'll only be revenged most thoroughly for my father.
Laertes, if you desire to know the certainty of your dear father's death, it is writ in your revenge. In that swoopstake you will draw both friend and foe, winner and loser.
None but his enemies.
You know them then.
To his good friends, this wide I'll open my arms, and, like the kind, life-rendering pelican, repass them with my blood.
Why, now you speak like a good child and a true gentleman. That I am guiltless of your father's death and am most sensible in grief for it. It shall as level to your judgment as day does to your eye.
What noise is that? Oh, heat strike my brains, tears 7 times so, burn out the sense and virtue in mine eye. By heavens, thy madness shall be paid by weight, till her scale turn the beam, O rose of May. Your maid, I am sister sweet, Ophelia. Fare you well, my devil! Highest thou thy wits and didst persuade revenge, it could not move this. You must sing. Uptown, call him uptown. Oh, how the worthy comes it! It is the false steward who stole his master's daughter. It's nothing's more the matter.
There's Rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray. Love. Remember. There's Pansy. That's for thoughts.
Documented madness.
There's Fennel for you. And Columbine. And there's Ruth for you. And here's some for me. We may call it
would give you all some violets. But they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end.
Thoughts, affliction, passion, hell itself she turns to favor, to prettiness.
Will he not come again? Will he not? No, 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 he's dead! He's dead! He will never come again. His beard was white as snow, of flaps and white as wool. He will never come again. And we all cast away Mom. I pray God have mercy on his soul. And all Christian souls. God be with you. Do you see this? Oh God.
Laertes, I must commune with your grief, for you deny me right. Make choice of whom your wisest friends you will, and we shall jointly labor with your soul to give it its due content.
Let this be so. His means of death, his obscure funeral. No trophy, sword, nor hatchment over his bones, no noble rites, nor formal ostentation, cry to be heard, as from heaven to earth. That I must call it in question.
So you shall. And where the offense is, let the great axe fall. I pray you, go with me. Anna, what news?
Messages, my lord. This for your majesty. This for the queen.
Who brought them?
Sailors, my lord. So they say. I saw them not. I was given them by Claudio, and he received them of who brought them from Hamlet.
From Hamlet. Laertes, you shall hear them. Leave us. High and mighty you shall know I am set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes, when I shall, first asking your pardon thereunto, recount the occasion of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet. What should this mean? Are all the rest come back, or is it some abuse and no such thing?
Know you the hand?
'Tis Hamlet's character. Can you advise me?
I'm lost in it, my lord. But still, let him come. It warms the very sickness in my heart that I shall live. I get to tell him to his teeth, thus didst thou.
If it be so, Laertes, how should it be? How otherwise? Will you be ruled by me?
Aye, my lord, so you will not ever rule me to a peace.
If he be now returned, as checking at his voice, and that he means no more to undertake it, I will work him to an exploit, now ripe in my device, under the which he shall not choose but fall. Call it accident.
Aye, my lord, I will be ruled. Why ask you this?
Not that I think you did not love your father, but Hamlet comes back. What would you do to show yourself your father's daughter indeed more than in words?
To cut his throat in the church.
Revenge should have no bounds. We'll bring you in fine together, place a wage on your heads, and in a passive practice you will requite him for your father.
I will do it. And for that purpose I anoint this here. I want an unction of a mountain. trust withal. I'll touch my points for this contagion. That is, if I gout him slightly, maybe death.
Let's further speak of this. Place a solemn wager on your kindness, as make your vows more violent to that end. Whereon he calls for drink, I'll have prepared him a chalice for the nonce, whereon but sipping, if he by chance escape your venom stuff, our purpose may hold there. Gertrude.
One woe doth tread upon another's heel. So fast they follow. Your sisters drowned, Laertes.
Drowned. Where?
There is a willow grows aslant a brook. There with fantastic garlands did she come. Crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples. There an envious silver broke. When down herself fell in the weeping brook, her clothes spread wide, and mermaid-like. A while they bore her up, each time she chanted snatches of long tunes, as one incapable of her own distress. But long could not be, till that her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to muddy death.
Alas then. She is drowned.
Drowned.
Too much water, hast thou?
Or Ophelia!
Therefore, I forbid my tears. I have this speech that folly fain would plagues but and this folly doubts it. Adieu, adieu.
Let's follow Gertrude. How much I had to do to calm her rage, now fear I this will give it rise again. Therefore, let's follow.
Salvation? I tell thee she is. Therefore make her grave straight. The crowner hath sat on her and finds it Christian burial.
How can that be? Oh, unless she drowned herself in her own defense.
Why? 'Tis found so.
Does this fellow no feeling of his business? Whistles and grave making?
Well, my lord, custom hath made in him a property of easiness.
'Tisn't so. The hand of little employment hath the daintier sense. That scroll, it had a tongue in it. It might be the pate of a politician, in which his ass narrow reaches, one that which accomplish God, might it not?
It might, my lord.
Over courtier, which could say, Good morrow, sweet lord, how dost thou? Good morrow. Might it not?
It might, my lord.
A pickaxe and a spade, and a shrouding sheet. Oh, if to play for two be made, and such a guest is meet.
There's another. Why may not that be the skull of a lawyer? Why is he to suffer this rude knave now to knock him about with sconce, with a dirty shovel, and will not tell him of his action of battery? Whose grave is this, Sirrah?
Mine, sir.
I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
For my part, I don't lie in it, and yet it is mine.
Thou dost lie in it. To be in it and say it is thine, 'tis for the dead, not for the quick. Therefore thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir. 'Twill away again from me to you.
What man dost thou dig this for?
For no man, sir.
For what woman then?
For none neither.
Who is to be buried in it?
Well, one that was a woman once, sir, but rest her soul. She's dead.
Good Lord Horatio. These 2 months I have taken a note of it. How long hast thou been a gravemaker?
Oh, all the days I the year. I came to it that our last king, Hamlet, overcame Fortinbras.
How long will a man lie in the earth ere he rot?
Here's a skull now. This skull has lain in the earth 23 years.
Whose was it?
This same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull. The king's jester.
This?
And that.
Let me see it. Alas. Oh, Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of most excellent fancy, infinite jest. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. Where be your jibes now? Your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar? I prithee, Horatio, tell me one thing.
What is it, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander looked o'er this fashion ere he lie in the earth?
Ain't so.
And smelled so? Alexander died. Alexander was buried. Alexander returneth into dust. The dust is of earth. Of earth we make loam. But soft you now! Soft you now! Here comes the king! Queen? Courtiers? Who is this they follow? Such named rights. The corpse they did follow. It's foreknown its own life. 'Twas of some estate. Couch me a while, and mark.
What ceremony else?
That's Laertes, a very noble youth. Mark.
What ceremony else?
Her obsequies have been as far enlarged as we have warranties. Yet here, she is allowed her virgin krantz, her maid instruments, and the bringing home of bell and burial.
Must there no more be done?
No more be done. We should profane the service of the dead to sing a requiem for lost souls.
Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh, may violets spring. I tell thee, sureless priest, ministering angel shall my sister be, when thou least how me.
What? The fair Ophelia.
Speaks to the sweet farewell. I hoped thou shouldest been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride meant to have decked sweet babe, and not to have strewed thy grave.
Treble woe. Fall 10 times treble on that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Hold off the earthen one, till I have caught her once more in mine arms.
What a shame of grief bears such an emphasis.
Devil, I take that soul.
Let them sunder!
Hamlet, Hamlet, all gentlemen!
My lord, be quiet.
Oh, my son, what thee?
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 sisters cannot, with all the quantity of love, make up my son. What wilt thou do for her?
He is
mad, Laertes!
For the love of God, forbear him!
Swoons! Show me what thou do. Would weep? Would tear thyself? Drink of ice? Eat a crocodile? I'll do it. Thus I'll come here to whine, to outface me with leaping in her grave. Be very quick with her, and so will I.
This is mere madness. Unless a while and fit will work on him.
Hear you, lady. What is the reason he used me thus? Let Hercules do what he may. The cat will mew, and the dog will have his day.
I pray you, good Horatio, wait upon him.
Very well.
Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We will put the matter to the present push. Good Gertrude, set some watch upon your son. This grave shall have a living monument. An hour of quiet shall we see. Till then, in patience our proceeding be.
So much for this. You shall see the other. You do remember the circumstance?
Do I remember it, my lord?
Sir, in my heart there was this kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. But when our deep hearts do pall, there's a divinity that shapes our ends. It will be short. But I am very sorry, good Horatio. To Laertes, I forgot myself. By the image of my cause, I saw the portraiture of his. But yes, his grief did put me into a towering passion.
My lord, I know you are not ignorant.
Would you well, sir?
Surely you are not ignorant of what excellence Laertes is.
I dare not confess that, as I should compare him in excellence, but to know a man well, or to know himself.
The king hath laid that between a dozen passes between yourself and her, she will not exceed you 3 hits. She hath laid on 12 for 9.
How if I answer no?
Then the opposition of your characters and tribe.
Sir, I will walk here in the hall. If it pleases Majesty as such. 'Tis a breathing time of day with me. I will win. I can. If not, I'll gain nothing but my shame in the odd hits.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I do not think so. I've been in continual practice. I shall win at the odds.
If your mind is like anything, obey it, and I will for stars repair and say you are not fit.
Not a whit. We defy augury. It's a special fall in the providence of the sparrow. If it be now, 'tis not to come. If it be yet to come, it will not be now. If it be now, 'tis yet to come.
What, my lord?
Here comes the king.
Hamlet. Come. Hamlet, take this hand from me.
Give me your pardons, ma'am. I've done you wrong. But pardons is your
satisfied in nature, whose motives should stir me most to my revenge. But, in terms of honor, I stand aloof. But, till that time, I do receive your offering love like love, and will not wrong it.
I embrace it freely. And with this sister's wager, frankly, I'll play. I'll be your foil, Laertes. In mine ignorance, your skill shall be a star in the darkest night.
Look, cousin Hamlet. You know the wager?
Very well, my lord. Your grace hath laid the odds o' the weaker side.
I do not fear. We have seen you both. But she is better, and we have therefore odds. Except me eat the stoops of wine, I'm bad to you. The king shall drink to Hamlet's better breath. And you, the judges, bear a wary eye.
Come on, lady.
Come, my lord.
One.
No.
Judgment.
A hit! A most palpable hit.
Well, again!
Stay! Give me drink. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health. Trumpets sound and cannon shot off within. Give him the cup.
I'll play this bout first. Say goodbye, lord. Come. Another hit? What say you?
And a touch, I do confess.
Our son shall win.
He is fat, and scant with breath. Here, Hamlet, take my napkin. Don't let it rouse. The queen caresses to thy fortune.
Good madam.
Gertrude! Do not drink.
Will, my lord. Pray you, pardon me.
Nay, madam. Say goodbye.
My lord, I will take him now.
Come. Let me wipe thy face.
I do not think it.
Say so. Come.
Nothing. 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 Neither way.
Have at you now!
Oh,
Whatever!
whatever!
Fight the arm sense!
No! They bleed on both sides.
Look to the queen!
How is it, Laertes?
Why, as a woodcock to my own strange. Ashturk, I am justly served with my own treachery.
How does the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed.
No. No. The drink. Drink. Oh, my dear Hamlet, the drink. I'm poisoned.
Oh, villainy, ho! Treachery! Speak it out!
Hamlet. Hamlet. Thou art slain. With treacherous instruments in thy hand. And baited and envenomed. The foul practice hath turned itself onto me, and lo, here I lie, never to rise again. Your mother slain. I am no more. The king's to blame.
The point. Venom, two. Then venom. See that work.
Treason! Treason!
Treason!
Yet defend me, friends! I have heard.
Hear thou incestuous, murderous, damned Frank. Drink off thy potion. Is thy union here? Follow my mother.
He is justly served. It is a poison tempered by himself. Hamlet, exchange forgivenesses with me. Mine nor my father's death come not upon me, nor thine on me.
By heaven, our father, wretched queen, adieu. Horatio, thou livest. Report my cause aright to the unsatisfied.
I never believe it. I am more anti-Roman than Frank.
Give me the cup.
No.
Let go. My heaven. Horatio. What a wounded name. Things standing unknown. They shall live behind us. If thou didst ever hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity a while, and in this harsh world, draw thy breath from pain, to tell my story. I do prophecy, the election, Horatio, it lights on you. You have my dying voice. So, with all the occurrence, more and less, which have solicited. The rest is silence.
Rest, sweet prince. I'll let angels sing thee to thy rest.